like, how did you get into the field of dance, and where did your journey start from?
Um, actually, I'm Bengali, so the subtext is that my mother sent me to all kinds of dance class since I was 3. I don't know if it was because she thought I was creative or she just wanted me out of the house. I don't know. But doing that, I landed doing a musical in the break of my 12th boards. After you give the boards. And I met Ashley Lobo. He was the choreographer. And till that time, I had only done Bharatnatyam. I haven't done my Arangetram, but I've done 8 years of uh, Bharatnatyam. So it was, I think meeting Ashley is what changed my purview of myself. Dance came later to me. Uh, but so yeah, that is how I got into dance. I think I got into dance because I met my mentor. I met my teacher, Ashley.
So with
Yeah,
this,
so
I want to ask you how important is mentorship? Like, people have started going on YouTube and learning everything they can, but what is your input on having a mentor?
some people, so again, my opinion only. Um, I think it is an absolute delight that people have the opportunity today of YouTube. I'm from the generation जब इंटरनेट नहीं था, जब
Correct.
YouTube नहीं था, तो I have seen cable come in front of my eyes. So, I come from that generation to now where Timely TV and whatnot, you have tutorials and you have access to world-class teachers, you have access to information, choreographies, mindsets, which literally was not just unimaginable, we never thought we needed it actually. जो पता नहीं है वो नहीं पता होता. But I think a mentor is like, to me, my mentor is like um, the sun. It will illuminate my road, my path. Whether I choose to walk on that or not is my decision. But
Correct.
his mentorship and his, uh, uh, you know, so, sometimes it's not obvious. It's not कि you always listen to your mentor. वो जो बोलते हैं, वो ही आप करो. Anybody who knows me knows what a big opinionated person I am. It's very difficult to shut me up, and it's one of the things that my mentor has always, Ashley has always encouraged. Speak your mind. Of course, वो how to speak your mind थोड़ा miss हो गया, but he's always encouraged free thinking, thinking open, taking the risk. And if you fall flat, you learn from it.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I think it is to find the right mentor. I won't say just a mentor, the right mentor. You have to be.
Also, I think that it has to be someone you connect to. It does not really have to.
Yeah. Totally. I mean, yeah, totally. It is a two-way relationship. It's not a one-way relationship. The amount you give, the amount you get, you have to accept and you have to reciprocate. I mean, this example of the sun, now I've been in, Ashley's been my mentor 22 years. Now I see him as the moon, as the sun who illuminates my light through the moon. He's not actively probably guiding me, but I still have his guidance and his opinion and his perspective. Sometimes things I don't agree, but it is always there for a healthy debate or to sometimes gain perspective. My mother used to say, Bengali people will understand this. I'm saying it in Hindi. कुछ लोग आग को हाथ लगा के जला के सीखते हैं, कुछ दूसरों को देख के सीखते हैं, और कुछ जलाते रहते हैं और जल जाते हैं, फिर भी नहीं सीखते हैं. So Ashley has allowed the whole, gamut of it. So it is, to summarize, I think it is important to have a mentor, but the mentor sometimes may be in your field, it may not be in your field. Sometimes just wisdom is required.
Yes,
Yeah.
because personally, I am not a dancer, but I have had dancers as my mentors. Sometimes you don't need somebody to guide you how to dance. Like I didn't, that was not the thing. But the way they experience their own bodies, the way they tell you their story is so inspiring, and it's a journey and an experience in itself. So
True.
that's how even we connected. So
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
what would you have been if not a dancer? कभी सोचा कि और कुछ
Funnily
करियर
enough,
हो?
either a lawyer or, as hard as it may imagine, somebody in PR. My father really wanted, he thinks I'm very good with people.
You are.
पेरेंट्स को
Definitely.
भ्रम होता है कि हमारे बच्चे बड़े अच्छे हैं.
No, no, you definitely are good with people. Otherwise, I don't think just as a dancer you would have been able to pull off so many events. So,
Hello, I have a lot of people. I can see Niyati, Gun, Puneet, they have all joined in and they have
yeah,
been my students. A lot of people I hear who have been my students who will say that I'm a different person when I teach and I'm a different person otherwise when I do festivals, when I do other things.
you have
It's,
both of them, correct?
yeah,
It's
yeah, you
part
do.
of the person. So, it's a lawyer for you, I think. Lawyer or a PR.
Yeah, maybe a lawyer. I think I would go more towards a lawyer. That would be more it. Maybe. I don't know. I
All
mean, I
right.
should ask some of my people
Technology.
what would I have been. Huh?
Okay. I'm
Definitely
gonna.
not in technology. You would have been in
I
technology for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I would.
For
I
sure.
was planning for technology in my days.
What are you
So
saying?
I was into biotechnology.
God.
I picked
Oh
subject
God. So
PCMC.
this is like Ragini. She is a major in maths. She's a maths honors. Can you
That's a
imagine Ragini being in maths? It's like it blows my mind.
that's why her choreographies are so well organized and geometrically.
I'll tell her you said that. She'll be very happy to know that somebody thinks she's very well organized.
Yeah, I've been with her on a few of her shows, so there I see a lot of geometry happening over there. So with
Perhaps,
each
perhaps.
choreographer, we watch a couple of times, you kind of understand their language. So each art
True,
form is a language in itself. So art,
true.
as audience, we are just there to understand what is going on. So that is why the show also, that we can understand the people behind the shows and what are they trying to get to the stage,
Yeah,
right?
true,
So
true.
anyway,
Hey,
so
Polo.
couple of formal questions for you now. So one is
Okay, fine.
aspects of self branding for a performing artist. Do we need to have a niche audience, or do we show ourselves as a whole? What is it that we need to take care of?
I think okay, so I'm going to break it up in two parts. It depends on first the artist, whoever, whether it is dance, whether it is music, performing arts, any kinds of artists. You need to understand who you are first. If you don't understand who I am and what I want to stand for, till you do not realize that, you will end up making an inaccurate communication of yourself. For
Correct.
example, that is, I think, where it begins from. Once you know, okay, I'm somebody who is, for me, for example, I'm somebody whose Instagram page is potty. It is, and it is simply because I'm lazy. I'm very lazy, and I do it for dance works. I work in the marketing team there and I do all of that. But for personally, it's just laziness. And I would rather build friends of art than to build Shohini Datta. But I made that decision many years ago. So as an artist, I know what I'm building and
Correct.
what I stand for. So once you do that, then it is important if you know, okay, I want to be seen as a dancer who is, we have to understand Instagram, social media, all of that is great. But for professional artists, your CV is about what company have you worked for, where has your work premiered, which theaters has it been seen. If you're a musician, who's your artist management team, who handles you, who have you opened for. If you're a painter, what galleries have you done. So there are a lot of those things which are prima facie very important. Then social media, you can have 5 million followers. My question is this, and you can monetize it. That's great. But when you are, I mean, the YouTube star versus the professional dancer, they're two different things,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
know what I
definitely.
mean.
Yeah, yeah. A edited video and a live performance, they are like from two different worlds. You can't compare those.
Oh my God, oh my God. I think Puneet is here and he will agree with this. As a dancer, when you go on stage, and like these guys are part of this company called Navdhara, which tours a lot. When you go on stage, you can make a mistake. It's a mistake on stage. You have to live it. You have to get the correction from the rehearsal director. You have to hear it like we used to, in these musical shows, whether in Broadway, anywhere. You get notes on your mistakes. You get fines on your mistake. It creates a certain work ethic. Versus you edit something. That's not easy either, okay? Shooting it, lighting it, conceptualizing it. It is, you know, Stuti, more than anybody else, how difficult that is.
Yeah,
But दोनों की अपनी जगह है and you can't put one in front of the other. But
absolutely.
personally, I'm a little old school, so I always think that if you can make yourself visible in the actual work environment, what you do online, whether you're projecting yourself as a singular artist, part of a company, or you're a collective, amplifies. It's sometimes not the other way around. Sometimes, at least, yeah. So
Correct.
first know who you are, what you stand for, get work. And if you think Instagram is going to get you work, Facebook is going to get you work, fine. But don't forget that what you get on stage, what you get on with a company, what you get working in the real world doesn't change. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
my opinion. I may be very old. There may be a Jojo Gomez fan saying, "What shit, bro?"
No, no, it's totally true. I will give you an example from my art industry. Like, if you are
Mm-hmm.
somebody who cannot think of an idea spontaneously, you can never be the person who can give ideas. And giving ideas comes through a process of making art yourself, making it from scratch to this, to this point. So, if for a
Mm-hmm.
dancer, like, everybody has a journey, of course. Like in each art form, we all have a journey. So, for a dancer, it starts with learning something, then you grow, then you understand, then you relearn, then you learn a lot more of the vocabulary of other art forms, and then you finally become a dancer. Like, आजकल ये YouTube generation से जो मुझे problem है personally, that after watching 6 videos, they think they're dancers. That's, I really don't mind them becoming dancers through YouTube, but it's just the lack of practice and the lack of discipline in their lives, and still, trying to be what.
But Stuti, I'll interject here.
Hmm.
There is a place for everyone. You cannot, and this is what I truly believe. This is a very personal belief. There is a place in the sun for everyone. Even that guy who sees six YouTube videos and thinks he's a dancer. For me, the fact that उसने उतनी मुशक्कत करी, that
Hmm.
they actually tried to do it. Now, if they think that this is the delusion. If they think that they do 6 videos and they can call themselves a professional dancer, that is okay. That's a problem. I get it. That's the understanding problem also.
Yeah.
In India, for example, nobody is going to call themselves a professional Bharatanatyam dancer if they've not done an Arangetram. Why? Because they understand that the benchmark of professional in the classical world, kya hai? That benchmark in the other spheres of dance, which has emerged in India in the last 15, 20 years, that benchmarking doesn't exist yet. So it's still fluid. It becomes a matter of opinion rather than a matter of fact. The fact is कि
Definitely.
अगर आप कथक में अगर आप उतने साल करके ग्रेजुएट नहीं करते, आप प्रोफेशनल नहीं कहलाते. आपके गुरु आपको नहीं लेके जाते, तो आपको सर्टिफाई नहीं करते, आप प्रोफेशनल नहीं है. But there is a process in that arena. In the West or in a lot of other places there is, but India abhi, I think is growing very well, but it's there. So
It's
once the
growth.
parameters are set, but I mean, I think it is still very required for people to get on YouTube, try something, and say, okay. And second thing, video yourself.
Definitely.
Video yourself और जो आपने वीडियो लर्न करी है उसके सामने रख के देखो व्हाट्स द डिफरेंस एंड आस्क योरसेल्फ व्हाई इज देयर अ डिफरेंस. डोंट डिल्यूड योरसेल्फ.
Yeah,
Push.
yeah, definitely.
But then when you see there is a difference, think why. If it doesn't matter to you, aage badho. But if it does matter to you, then train. Then actually get where you want to. So, yeah.
Even I am a like I learn everything from YouTube. I've rarely had mentors in any of the fields. But the thing is, whenever I've had a mentor to whatever art I've learned, so I have learned it properly from them, and especially the process. And the second thing is also respecting, what they're trying to get to your head. You can't just ignore everything and say, this is that. So just go there to learn and take it. So anyway, so the third question for the day is, what is the performing arts industry all about? How does it start as a career? Like, when do you know you are a performing artist?
When agents start calling you and saying, I want to book you for a show. That's my simple answer. When people start asking for you to come and work with them, when you feel what you say is being understood. Misunderstood has a whole, beauty and romance. Nobody understands my work. I'm so deep. It's a very different perspective, which is great to have. Individuality and a new process, a new way of thinking is what makes an artist special and, who they are. I don't know if there is any way of knowing I have arrived or you are a professional artist.
Is the question. Like, how does a person start with their
Start. It's different from for each field. I would say performing arts is a very large gamut. It has puppetry, it has clowning, it has spoken word, it has music, it has theater. Of course, it has dance, bhar bhar ke dance hai. But performing arts is a very large scope. But I would say what would tie all the scope would be training. You need to train. Whether the training is with a street artist group, whether it is in a professional class, whether it is with an individual teacher in a gharana, you have to start training. Training के पहले तो passion आता है मेरे हिसाब से. Either a passion or a deep thirst of unfulfillment कि कुछ खाली है, कुछ missing है. And that is when you start looking. I mean, I'm talking truly from a very personal point of view. That for me, it was when I realized that I could. I stammer, right? I realize it's the only way that I feel that my speech impediment doesn't matter. It nobody can. Come back, or nobody can actually hold that against me or for that to come in my way. So I found that as a huge way to work and find myself. So first would be training. Second is definitely, passion first, of course, given. But train, figure out what you train. Training is different for every art form. Sometimes training is not just getting stuck in a school, not just getting stuck in a class. It's also going and putting your work out there, working with different people, understanding what does a collaborative effort mean.
Correct.
Artistों के लिए सुनना एक बहुत बड़ा craft है. Ashley used to say this to me all the time when I was young. Still does. I'm still young and I'm still stupid. But Ashley still says this to me. I'm sure somebody else would. It's like, Shohini, listen. Ears and mouth in the proportion God made it. सुनो, process करो, फिर बोलो. Don't be so, I'm a very, very passionate communicator. I want to talk and to be heard. It's like थोड़ा सुन लो. Then maybe what you will say will have even more depth because you're capable of it. So, process. So yeah, first, yeah. And then
like when you are hiring people for your choreographies, productions, or festivals, what are you looking for in a person when you want to hire them?
So thankfully, I have never had to hire dancers so far, ever. I'll talk about the festival later. As a choreographer, I've never had to hire dancers. I'm very lucky. I work with the dance works. I get to grill my my dancers in class, ragdo them, and then work with them and process them. So I get to work with them in a longer process. But in terms of a festival, what I find when I was curating for Contemporary Arts Week, also when we were setting up Chrysalis, which is the dance mentorship project, I look at, of course, their body of work, whatever they have, whether it's them dancing personally or their work on somebody else, how well they're able to write what their concept note is. That's a very big deal for me. Far too much romance is given to, I don't know how to explain what I'm saying. ये वाली जो line है ना, वो artist अपने पैरों पे कुढ़ाए, you know, they really shoot themselves in the foot when they say this line to a curator or to a director or to, you know, to people who want to hire or put their work on. If you cannot effectively communicate what you want me to say in words, it's a big problem. Yeah. Because 80% of my audience is going to require to understand you, I must meet you. To meet you, why do we have a DP? Why do we have a DP in all the social media platforms? Rakho na kala screen. Because everybody likes to get a little bit of insight. So you must be there to say thoda sa, zyada nahi, communicate karo thoda sa, likhna, likho.
There needs to be a presence. There needs to be a presence.
There needs to be a presence. More than a presence, there needs to be an understanding that I'm serving the art, and for me to serve the art, I have to get over my things I'm uncomfortable with. I may not be good at writing a concept note. I may not be good at explaining my intention. I may not be good at ABCDEFG. Maybe I'm very good at what I do. But for people to want to see my tape or want to see my work, I have to first read about it and be interested to see the video. So like for example, in Chrysalis, the last Chrysalis we did, we got about 30 entries and there was only space for 10 to come in the mentorship and then 8 to go on stage.
Correct.
I know I didn't see everybody's video. I couldn't. मेरे पास time नहीं था. And the bigger festivals, you can forget about it. Edinburgh Fringe, Jacob Pillow, American Dance Festival, Dance Theatre, on. So, yeah.
You know, yesterday I was judging a school art competition, and the topic was, how do you see yourself after 2020? It was not how do you see yourself after Corona. It was not how do you see yourself after the pandemic. But, you know, the kids were drawing everything about Corona and pandemic. So, you know, it just struck me that how difficult it is for people to communicate the right message. So I think around 80% of the kids just lost it because they were not even relevant to the topic, despite of their art being much better than the others. So, you know, just that communication, that is very important, and it's a wonderful point. I will probably put it up as a quote that you should be able to convey your communication in words, which is much more relevant than, you know, just going out there and just dancing or performing, right? So anyway,
I won't say it's more important, but it is important. There is nothing that is more important than what your craft and what your so like the example, one of my teachers, she was a French teacher. I had gotten a scholarship. I had gone to France. Her name is Suzanne Berge, and she gave this example that if what you do, your craft, is the diamond, then it's everything else, the communication, the presentation, you as an artist, everything is like the you know the ring ki jo setting hoti hai, the clasp that holds the diamond. If you don't set the diamond in the right ring, the diamond doesn't shine. Your work is the diamond. So you definitely have to create the diamond, but setting it is also as important.
Yeah,
you know,
it's about the whole ecosphere of you as a person and you as an artist as well. So it's both
and the work you create. you owe it to you and the time you spent and the artist you worked with to give it the best possible mounting.
Definitely. Okay. So, like, what is the journey of a dancer as a, if we see it, just look at it as a career, like, where do you grow? What are your levels? Like, how do you know what's going on?
Um, so are we talking about dance in India or dance in general? They're very different things.
uh, what is the journey of a dancer? Like we don't know, how do people
Oh.
take it?
Journey of a dancer today is actually very exciting compared to what it was in my time. So I'm not going to talk about my journey. Mine is a faded and dusted journey. I think the opportunity that people who want to take up dance today is immense. But we have to get out of our white hang up and just think about, I want to go abroad to study. Fine. Go abroad to choreograph. Go abroad to own a dance company. Why not? Why get stuck at, I want to study in XYZ school? Okay, then what? So I think the opportunity is as much as you can imagine. It's really how big can you think? Is it easy? Of course not. But why not?
No, but like what all can a dancer be?
Uh,
Not
what
really.
can't a dancer be? The dancer is the smartest human being according to me. Why? Okay. You show me another person, any other career that is going to have. I'm taking a typical ballet class for people who did not do ballet class. Your teacher is telling you French terms. You have to do them with the hands. The face has to look beautifully calm. Your hand posture, everything has to be beautiful. At the same time, you have to be you. If you've missed an exercise, you have to be hand-eye coordination is next level. You are aware of the whole damn class. Plus, you have to make sure that your teacher gets it. You're doing what they want. You are giving them to and fro. People management, attitude management. One day your pirouettes are the second they are crap. Attitude management, self-attitude management is taught. Yeah, I'm biased towards dance. It's probably in every field. But if you are a dancer, if you come with a professional mindset of excellence, don't think it's dance. It's the mindset of excellence. Then you can be anything. Yes, you can be a dancer. The conventional answer is you can be a dancer, you can be a choreographer, you can work in live events, you can have your own company, your own entrepreneurship, you can then get into consultancy. Those are obvious answers. But that is so much more. Today I don't dance. I dabble in choreography. What do? I am very excited in getting dance to places where it hasn't gone. How am I doing it? I'm doing it through my festival, through Friends of Art, through working in dance works and getting the reach, the marketing, the business side out there. Have I trained in it? Of course not. But where have I learnt it? In teaching classes, in choreographing, in working with dancers, in missing 3 classes in ballet class, coming in the 4th class, and mujhe pata hai my ballet teacher is going to fuck my happiness. So picking it up quickly, how to do things on the fly, how to make sure to understand this choreographer likes this and that choreographer doesn't like this. Managing all of that. When you're working as a dancer, you're working for your choreographer. So you learn so much. But you just have to remember that it doesn't stay in the dance sphere. These are true life success. You call them management principle, whatever. And you can put them anywhere. Dance is about.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
this is what experiencing an art form does to you. It gives you a wholesome growth as a human being.
And opens your head. Opens your head, big thing. You're not a close thinker. You don't think linear, you think lateral. You can be right, I can be right, and 5 other people can be right without saying who's wrong. Because there are many perspectives to the truth. Understanding this non-binariness. Yeah. So dancers can do anything.
I think that runs for all the artists. Like they become so
True.
adaptable to change and so quickly that they can survive anything. Is what I believe.
And I think if you train well and you have the right mindset, work ethic is something it teaches you. And failure management If there is
Definitely.
nothing, if there's something we get a lot, it is failure. So
So
yeah,
it helps us. Okay, let's just shift the topic from the art side to the business side of your work.
sure.
So, how important is marketing an art event yourself? Uh, how important it is, and how do you do that?
I would say marketing is more important sometimes than your art. Why? Um, I will again quote somebody else. His name is Kiran Shetty. He was our GM for a while, and he used to say, uh, "Please, nobody get offended, but this jungle में मोर नाचा किसने देखा?"
Exactly.
That's pretty much, and sometimes as artists, and I have done this mistake when I was younger, we spend months in making a choreography, a production. We spend so much money, but then we don't realize for it to be seen and accepted, and forget acceptance is secondary, but even to be seen by so many people, you have to make ways, you have to understand and communicate with them. They become your audience then, not only the guy who sees the show. So that's that. It is supremely important. And how to do that? If you're going to take 2 months to make a dance production, then please spend at least 30 days in promoting it. Do yourself
Definitely.
that favor. If you are going to put in so much time and work and effort, not just you, your artists, your collaborators, the money, the time, everything, give yourself the best shot by giving it that much time to reach the audience and find your ways. It depends on what art form you're doing and what your platforms are and who you want to target. But spend time. 5 दिन पहले announce करके ये come see me, it's so cool. You're doing yourself a disfavor. You are worth more than this.
Yeah. And like when people are marketing themselves, what is the ethic that they should follow? What kind of ethics they
Hey,
should have?
should is a very loaded word. Huh? Should is very loaded. What they could do. Should is too loaded for me. I mean, too loaded. What they could do is, again, I start from that place. Know who you are. I
Mhm.
I love Deva Smita. You know why? She fucking owns it.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen her work.
So I think, and then there are many retractors of that as well. But I think that's great because she stands for what she does and she puts it out there. ये है चाहिए तो देखो वरना स्वाइप सानू कोई
Mhm.
फर्क नहीं पड़ता. You know what I mean? You come with
Yeah.
that thing. So I think the biggest thing of marketing yourself is staying true to who you are. The other person, I see this, and that is the antithesis, I would say, is somebody like, so we have she's a Cuban principal ballerina. Her name is Heidi. She's not on Instagram. She's the principal ballerina, ex-principal ballerina. She's not on Instagram. So at the end of the day, it is really who and what you want to be. Heidi probably has a much bigger career with she was with the Cuban fucking ballet, so you can imagine uska, what
Yeah.
she is. So if you want to market yourself, again, you must know who you're preaching to, who's your audience. If my audience is only um, international companies and international events, I will go down that way. But if my audience is YouTube, Instagram, I want to be an influencer and do all of that, then put yourself out. You know that whole thing. इसके लिए तो 100 tutorials हैं. 4 बारी
Yeah, yeah.
post करो, ये video करो, ये tag करो, you know all of that stuff. करो.
Not
But
really
you must
work.
know who
I
you
don't
are.
think both of us have had our careers when Instagram did not even exist. I think Facebook also just came in front of us.
Yeah,
We have,
yeah.
and we've kind of networked or whatever through our work. We have reached out to so many people. So it's just a small. I would not say don't market yourself on Instagram, but don't take it in a manner that ki bhai, this is
यही
the
है.
only in your life. So you also need to actually go and meet people, get yourself known, and meet the right people also.
I agree. I mean, of course, in COVID times, ये लगता है हाँ, right, really. But in the grander scheme of things, definitely, meeting people is important. meeting, I don't know if there is a definition of right people. I think meeting people, right or wrong, wo baad mein aata hai. Yeah, just, meet people, talk to them, share their ideas, be curious. I think curiosity is a very, very amazing quality. It's,
Yeah, yeah.
it's the quality that keeps you young and active. When you think you know it, then thoda, वैसा हो जाता है.
Keeps you a little crazy also. Like I personally like whenever I get fond of a new art form, I would just start going to those places, and sometimes I would even do free work for them. The reason it's
Just,
so interesting for me that it is so interesting to me. I would just do anything just to talk to that person. Ki, wow, like how did you do this? Just getting into that learning phase all through your life is also very important as well.
true,
Okay.
true.
So, like
Are we done?
we discussed on the mentorship, we discussed on the marketing, and what
Hmm.
do you think is the most? How does the dancer keep themselves sustainable all through their life? There could be
Ah,
injuries, there could be things
yeah,
that
yeah.
go here and there,
This is
projects fail.
this I think is this I think is where, as our industry matures, people will understand. Nowhere in the world does the dancer only do one job. Nowhere, nowhere. आप आप कहीं भी देख लो. So I feel it's very important for a dancer to, of course, dance, get their core skill to be at a place, but also understand that through this skill you are learning many other skills and be open to that. Whether it is the skill of writing, whether it's the skill of teaching. Sometimes when you have an injury, you have to think about, okay, what else can I do? And it's having that thought of moving ahead. Just because I can't do something at this point doesn't mean I can't do it. When I started Friends of Art, I did not know how to do Excel. I did not know how to do a PPT. I did
Exactly.
not know, I mean, so many things, because as a dancer, कहाँ जरूरत पड़ती है ये Excel, PPT ये सब करने को? कौन बनाता है? Office बनाता है? Somebody makes it for you. But when you start your own thing, you realize these have now become life skills.
Yeah, yeah, they are definitely. It's important.
So
It's as vital as food and water. We say.
yeah, and if you want to stay relevant in your career, Ashley always says this, that a career is not 2 years, it's not 5 years. You see yourself in a span of 20, 30 years, and you see what are you going to do with yourself. The first few years are only the beginning. You will transform and you will keep on transforming and you will keep on growing, and for that, you must stay a student and keep on learning skill sets. Whether it is like today, these days, I I learned what a SEO SME is. मुझे पता भी नहीं था ये होता क्या है. We used to pay a vendor to do all of this. I studied it because I had to. This whole Ria Gupta will tell you this hilarious story about me when Instagram started Reels. I was like, भाई ये Reels क्या है?
हाँ.
And she's like,
Because
Shohini, blah, 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 blah. So, you have to, which is where curiosity comes in. If you're curious and you understand that you have to keep on learning new skill sets, sometimes the skill set is not to dance. The skill set is around dance. Sometimes the skill set, some people have amazing skill sets in costume designing, like Bhavini, for example. I always tell Bhavini, you have a second career in the waiting. Man, she can think, she can really, ideate costumes. Yeah, totally high five, man. Totally high five. She, so you have other things. Be open to it. There is somebody, Naren, in our company. He's a dancer, but he's so great with video editing, with lighting, with other stuff. So there are so many things you can do. You have to be open it and not be a sourpuss and say, I'm a dancer, I can't do anything. I'm sorry, you're not. You're a spoiled brat.
yeah. अच्छा एक चीज बताओ. Like you've been associated with dance works for 22 years now. You have seen the whole process of training and everything.
Yeah, 22 is up with an.
Institutes like dance work and these companies, dance companies basically, who are training people to be performing in productions and serious dancing, I mean. So should they introduce a, like a small course about the business of dancing and ethics. ऐसा कुछ होना चाहिए, because you know these things are for grantedly taken कि आप स्कूल जा रहे
है ना, तो सिखाई देंगे. See, for so we have a mentorship program in so we have something called the PDCP, which is the professional dance program, and in part of the PDCP is actually things like this. It's like you said, it's a very small subset, you know, makeup, and as like not your makeup, but you know, editing, da 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 da. These are things that they in their third year will have the options to also dabble in. Ethics is something, you know, we don't have a big enough, I feel in India, we don't have a big enough dance industry to actually have best practices. I would say even the top 5-7 companies don't have shared the same code of best practices. You know, whether it's Shamak, Terence, Danceworks, Nityagam, you know, Atakalari, blah, 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 whatever, those people. Till best practices are not made at that level, it kind of stays, it's a very he said, she said, my perspective wala gray zone. Plagiarism is plagiarism. IP laws, everybody should understand what IP laws are in general.
Yeah. अब जैसे you know we like on the project that we work together with Roy.
Yeah.
Photography and that collaboration thing. You know, it was a very simple workshop, a very free workshop where you get to think and explore dance and photography together. But at the same time, Roy was always talking about ethics. You know,
yeah, that this is how you do it, this is how you should do it. Yeah.
This is how you credit, how important is it to credit a photographer, how
important it is.
Yeah. So I
good,
you know, in fact, after that workshop, I make it a special point to credit each and every person I know. Obviously, there will be things I don't know, but if I do, I make it a point to credit them properly. And you know, as much as I have practiced, started you know, crediting people, people also credit you back, and this creates a very industry. So you know,
True.
It's a circle. So if you want to have a happy life around you, be happy to share their work, be happy to give it a name. Just appreciate the effort. It may be something which is not appealing to you that much, but at least be happy for the effort from the industry. So you know that's the way.
There is one thing of credit, and there is the other side of supporting. I think support should be to people that you choose to support, period. Who I choose to support becomes a very personal statement. Why I choose to support A and not B, it's a personal call. And everybody has that. But credit should be something that should be given to where it is definitely due. For example, when you work with collaborators, and I have made this mistake when I was younger for the longest time. I never understood this, and it took me a lot to understand, and then finally now today, I'm like, yes, there is no two ways about it, but which is what I mean, that it is the
ecosystem.
That code of conduct and the ecosystem has to grow to a place where it's a given. So, you know, the whole ecosystem has to come to a place where people agree to do this, and if they don't do it, people stop working with them, period. That's the only way to enforce it, I feel. Done. Sorry, we have a Zoom class, code problems. So this is what a dancer has to do everything. It's not key when you reach somewhere, you don't do stuff. Yeah.
Acha, now you tell us something about Contemporary Arts Week and Friends of
Art. Okay. So Friends of Art is, it's a place built, the way I like to say is by artists and for the artist. I was very lucky that when I started the idea, I had people like Sangeeta and Roy and Ismat and Prakriti, a lot of very Blossom, a lot of very strong-minded passionate people who kind of came together to give me this impetus of, yeah, we should make something. At that time, there was, there was a dance festival, there was a music festival, theatre festival, children's festival. Sab aise alag-alag pockets mein hota tha. The idea was to, bring them together, because if I like dance, chances are I will like music as well. And chances are if I like theatre, then I might also not mind looking at clowning or puppetry or something. So it was kind of making it making it easier for the audience to kind of interact with more art forms. Because sometimes living in Delhi, it's not easy. You go somewhere, वहाँ पे एक theatre है, वहाँ पे एक ही चीज चल रही है. Multiplex तो है नहीं ना कि आप जाके choose करोगे. What movie do I see today? It's not like that. So that is where contemporary arts came in.
There's just one small bit I want to add to that. Like when you're a dancer, in every art form, you learn an art, you unlearn it, and then you relearn it. This is a process that you should go through. And by this, I mean that when you are dancing, you are just looking at yourself. But always get detached, maybe record a video, look at yourself. What are you doing? How is the light interacting with you? How is the space
interacting with you? True.
Everything. So once you become, you come at a stage when you're aware of all these 360-degree elements of any form of art, then, you become a master of one art. You need to be very aware of what is going on. Like what is your picture in it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To become a master, you have to also be an apprentice at one point. So the process is important. And each step of that process is important to learn. It's not ki if I'm here, can I not make art at this point? No. Wherever you are, create for where you are. Just do realize that there is maybe more miles to go. How many more miles to go depends on you. That nobody can dictate.
Definitely. Yeah. Acha, about Friends of Art, like what is Friends of Art? How did it start?
Friends of Art came to being again. So we were doing Chrysalis. So Chrysalis was the residency for dance choreographers. Mandeep already had a solo dance residency, which was for Gati, which was basically encouraging solo creations, choreography of a solo dancer. And I come from a space where I love numbers and the whole drama of, all of that, and also how things change. And coming from dance works, I was seeing that the composition for a group choreography is a different scale than the composition of a solo choreography. And that is where, so Danceworks was, I was in Danceworks at that time, and I'm still, so we were doing Chrysalis. Then I told Ashley that, I want to take it out, I want to do more stuff and blah, blah, blah. He's like, do it, who's stopping you? Jao, karo. So I said, yeah, karte hain. So then I went to ask for money, literally. And they said, bas ek show hai. I was like, aur kitni show chahiye tumhe? They're like, nahi, footfall. The usual gyan you get from a sponsor. PG, footfall, eyeballs, blah, blah, reach, penetration, sub. And then when I started thinking, that is when contemporary arts came into play. And when contemporary arts came into play is when Friends of Art was made as the NGO that could support things like this. So Friends of Art came across to kind of create new platforms to encourage the spirit of collaboration amongst artists and also inter-arts.
Yeah.
And inter-arts and also within art, same arts, making new platforms. And I think the step that I'm going towards in Friends of Art next is to kind of create sustainability related programs, modules, things that will help the artist stay an artist. You need funding, you need money, you need patrons, you need people. Everybody can't have all of the skills. I know that there are some amazing people, and you ask them, can you send me a short video? Literally, the video I get is pixelated. It is so bad that I can't even show it to somebody and say, देखो कितना अच्छा artist है. Because उसकी video इतनी बुरी है कि it's doing them injustice. And that is where I think Friends of Art is going to go next, is how can we make sustainability and what all is required to make people sustainable, kind of putting that forward and finding ways to do that. Whether it's things like marketing. Somebody asked me, Contemporary Arts Week, one of the directors, she's like, I don't have an Instagram account. I'm like, why not? She's like, I don't know. I was like, do you realize? La 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 la. And after Contemporary Arts Week, she's like, I now have an Instagram account and I have done this. So, sometimes they need somebody to also explain it. Yeah, give a push, sometimes a helping hand, sometimes telling them, simple things like, isko aise, like Sonakshi teaches me a million of times. Shohini post mein tag karna or story mein tag karna alag hota hai. All of that kind of stuff. So that's where I think Friends of Art is going next. Contemporary Arts Week has paused for the foreseeable future. We are looking at reworking the format of Contemporary Arts Week actually. I won't say that it will be online, but just the format will change.
Achha, isme I'll just add on, like I have seen a lot of people who don't work on their online thing also. Online thing, I mean, like if suppose we are just doing this conversation, correct?
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
That's me. That's me.
Just the input everybody. Like when you have chosen to come online, okay, there is a part of it like when you don't want to be online, you don't want to do things. But if you are coming online, just treat it like you are going on the stage. When you are there, you are in the game. And if you are in the game, play it right. So you should work on your backdrop, work on the right camera. If you don't have a good camera, have a good lighting. Just figure things out.
Yeah.
Like if you're an artist, be an artist everywhere. You can't like leave everything everywhere. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But this is something people learn, not people, I would say everybody has a सही टाइम पे सही चीज सीखी जाती है. आप उसको ना, आप अंडे को पहले नहीं पका सकते, वो जब पकेगा तभी पकेगा. So, and everybody has a different point of time. I think eventually people who want to do it, who want to make it, who want to really stay in the arts will figure it. Now, later, life will teach its lesson because I think I got my biggest thappad is when somebody asked me for my show reel of my choreographies. I don't have one. I don't have one. Not because I have not choreographed. Yeah, still. But you want a show reel of Friends of Art? I have that. So it's again a priority thing as well. You know what I mean? But if my priority was me as a brand name, then I probably would have had it. But I see, like, I have the biggest respect for some of my colleagues. I see them recording their work in good quality cameras, editing it, keeping it, doing the shebang. It takes dedication, but it also takes ठोकर खा के ही बंदा सीखता है. कोई प्लिए के साथ and use the right lighting, releve नहीं सिखाता है. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's a whole 360-degree approach again.
And I think more and more people are going there. I think even the equipment is becoming more and more accessible. There are so many great apps. Editing softwares are getting easier. It's not key. You need an editor to do your stuff. You can do stuff. You put some time in for yourself. Like you said, if you're going to be an artist, be 360-degree.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Don't leave it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what would be your favorite project that you've done till date? Like, and why? Like, what really excited you about that project?
Favorite project is a very एक favorite नहीं हो सकता. I've had too many things that I've gone like, oh, yummy on, really. Too many things. Okay. Okay, I'll talk about the new one. Okay. So when this whole COVID and everything started and everybody was going mad, going online. So me and Manu Saxena, he's Art Unites, we started thinking about how does the online or this digital Zoom space be utilized, and can that really become a space of creation. The way of composition, the way of choreographing has not changed. We always physically meet in a studio. जब studio के पैसे नहीं होते, park में, किसी के कमरे में, and it's for any music, any art form. हम घरों में जैम करते हैं, हम लिविंग रूम में थिएटर की रिहर्सल्स करते हैं, हम we always find space. But when physically meeting is not possible, then how do you do it? And with that, we kind of started working, and we've done a few projects. And the latest one that we're doing, which is Tales of Hans Christian Andersen, that is going to be a digital performance with theater, with puppetry, with dance, with music, with improv theater. I mean, it's quite fun. That is one I'm actually quite excited about. I'm very nervous because I don't know what it's going to be like. But from what I see and what everybody who's on board, it's really interesting. It's that is a project I'm excited for sure. Because then imagine I can be working with somebody in Brazil, which is not possible because of the monetary requirements in life. Imagine being able, the whole arts community will be able to do this but not in all, not 100%, but it will be a lot more than we had in 2019. So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It has become bigger in the...
Yeah, it has become bigger. I don't know if it's become better, but it has definitely become bigger. I would say that. And I think the other project I was very, very, very excited was Contemporary Arts Week, when I did it for the first year, the second year. I mean, all the 4 years actually. Those were the most thrilling times, because we would be curating things that I have no mastery in. So I would go and speak to people in that field and ask, what do you think? How do you think? And, yeah. Yeah.
Achha, so we're up with Insta Live time. We will continue.
Yay! Okay, sorry, bye.
We will continue this conversation in probably after 2-3 more episodes. I will